Traditional sherry trifle. This is a recipe for an old English sherry trifle that's been passed down through at least 3 generations, and it's absolutely delicious. So this is what we need. I've got Madeira cake and raspberry jam, or you can use jam and Swiss rolls, but not jam and cream. But they're very difficult to get hold of at this time of year. So I'm using Madeira cake, raspberry jam, tinned raspberries, mascarpone, ready-made custard, double cream and frozen raspberries, and all importantly a wine glass full of sherry. I've cut the Madeira cake into 3 slices, and I'm going to spread 2 of the slices with raspberry jam. I've got about 3 tablespoonfuls here. So that's the basis for the trifle. I'm going to cut that into pieces and lay them in the bottom of the dish. Next job is to sprinkle on the sherry. Might not need all this. I don't know what will happen to it if it doesn't go in the trifle. So there is more moisture to go in as well, so we won't soak it too much, just so that each mouthful has a bit of sherry in. There we go, that should do it. Now the raspberries. I pour the juice of the raspberries into a bowl and spread the drained raspberries on top of this sponge. We will add more liquid as we go along. Try and spread them evenly. And very carefully spoon over some of this liquid, just so that everything's moist. The sponge soaks it up. Next we put the frozen raspberries on top. Again, spread them out as evenly as you can. This is the mascarpone in the bowl, and what we do, we add the custard at a little bit at a time and whisk it in until we get the right consistency. Just a little bit at a time. A bit more. So I've used about half a carton of custard, and it's soft but not too soft, so now we spread it on the top of the trifle. So spoon it evenly on the top. Now we need a flat knife to spread it. So when you're spreading, do around the edges first, because if you press this in the middle it tends to push everything up the side. So I want to completely cover the raspberries. And now I'm going to pop some cling film on this and put it in the fridge to chill for an hour. So meanwhile, the trifle's chilling in the fridge. We need to whip the cream. I've got a large carton, 450ml, and a smaller one, 250ml. Because we're going to spread the top of the trifle and we're also going to pipe swirls on it. So we need a lot. I know it seems a lot of cream, but this is a very special occasion trifle. So the next job is to whip the cream. You need to whip it until it just starts to thicken. If you whip it beyond that point, it goes sort of grainy. So the cream's thickened up now. It's not too stiff, but it's stiff enough to pipe. So that doesn't need any more work. Time to spoon the cream on now. So again we go all around the edge first. I must say at this point, you need to make this trifle the day before you need to eat it, because it needs a good chill in the fridge. Smooth it over. And at this point I usually grate some chocolate on. So I've got the rest of the cream in a piping bag. I'm just going to pipe some swirls. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And I'll just blob the rest of the cream in between, just to use it up. So that just remains for me to put on these chocolate stars. You can decorate this with anything you like. Holly sprigs if you've got them. Strawberries dipped in chocolate sometimes I use. It's just up to yourself.